Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across a video where, Black people were asking, when did we even, Black people become so vital? Because the last time we checked, we are nothing. They don't want, nobody want to talk to us. Nobody want to be in community with us. Nobody wants to take accountability for the things they have done to Black people. Nobody wants to, acknowledge Black people. But right now, they are saying that they cannot do it with Black people and they are asking for accountability. And I am asking, why are you asking for accountability with people you are not in community with? And a Black woman actually said it. You cannot wake up and ask for accountability. That is ego, you know? And Black people are not here to, romanticize or, rub somebody's ego this time around. When they say that they are not going to come out for anything, they meant it from the bottom of their heart. Do not think that they will ever change because of something. They've been on vacation and they are doing this vacation amazingly great, right? Black people have always been for marginalized group, oppressed, disabled, and every other person. There are even the ones that also say that they are the superior race, the majority, right? They have also been for everybody. But you all have proven to them that they cannot also trust you, right? Because you have also proven to them that you cannot be trusted. So now they are not in community with you. Stop asking for help. Let's get into this video.
Hey guys, quick question. When did Black people presence become so vital? Because everybody is still running around here hollering, where the Black people at? Where the Black people at? I just got one question. When has our presence been required and been so vital? I was watching one of my YouTubers yesterday, and she had a series of little clips from other people TikToks, and she had this one sister on, and they didn't have a name or anything, so I didn't know who she was, but she posed a really thought-provoking question, and I was like, on point. Was she on point? Yes, she was. And it's like, this is how she's basically what she was saying. Where was all this concern about where Black people were doing all of this in y'all, all white communities, in y'all all whited gated communities? Why weren't we hearing where the Black people at in those communities? All those places you went where Blacks weren't allowed. Where are all the Black people? Where were those comments then? In all your little sundown, all white towns. Why weren't we hearing this prior to the election of 2024? I have never seen a time in this country's history where everybody is wondering and asking and requiring the presence of Black people. Since when did we become so vital? I mean, you guys have been existing in all white communities, all white organizations, all white jobs, only white people on certain levels, and no one ever came out with, where are the Black people? Where are all the Black people? Why all of a sudden, now, in 2025, our presence is so vital? We aren't even qualified to hold jobs, let you tell it. And that's why DEI is such a horrible thing. Because you're just putting people in there who are not qualified. And you only were talking about Black people. So you didn't have any problem, keeping us out of certain jobs. You didn't have any problem keeping us out of certain communities. So what's the big deal now? Why the change of heart? What changed in your mindset that the value of Black people rose so high to everybody is asking where we are? What changed? What do black people have now that we didn't have then? That you guys are requiring and requesting and just crashing out because we're not around. I've never seen people crash out because black people are not around. Now every time you look up, all I see is, where are the black people? Why aren't the black people here? Why aren't the black people represented? We haven't been represented in so many different arenas. And no one has ever asked where we were. Now that all this chaos is out, now that y'all ran in there and ushered in this season we're in, now all of a sudden, black people are so valued. God, I ain't never heard our names being called so much as it is today. I've never seen our presence being requested to this degree. What changed? Please tell me what has changed. We're still the same people. Nothing has changed. We don't have magical unicorns popping out of our butts. We're still the same people that y'all were perfectly happy keeping out of y'all all-white swimming pools, out of y'all all-white neighborhoods, out of y'all all-white schools, out of y'all all-white. Now all of a sudden you got this change of heart. Now we want to be around. Y'all want us around? You want us to be included? No more being excluded? You want to include us now? What the hell brought about that change? When did we become so vital? Why are we so important now? Aren't we the least intelligent? Aren't we the inferior race? Aren't we? Aren't we all the things you guys have been saying we are? Thugs, hoodlums, whatever. Criminals. Why are the black people now so freaking vital? Can somebody please explain that? Because all I see is the same old, same old. What we not finna do, just because y'all hollering where we at, we ain't finna pop up. No, we're not putting our lives on the line anymore. We're not putting our bodies on the line anymore. We're not doing it. It has never been appreciated. It has never been respected. And it's never been reciprocated. No more. And it only started when we started saying we are done. When we said, nope, we're not coming, we're not showing up, now everybody wants to know where we are. All of a sudden now our words are so impactful. Our presence is groundbreaking and it can't be. And now it's just so, it's the missing ingredient. Since freaking when? Since when? Out of all the hundreds of years we've asked to be included. Out of all of the hundreds of years we have been asking to matter, to just matter. Now you decide that we do matter. Now you decide that we are valuable. You can keep it now. We don't want it. We don't care no more. Point blank period. We see now. Nothing we've ever done is appreciated, respected, or acknowledged. It's just being used. It's just been benefited from. So, y'all can stop wasting your time asking where the black people are. I want you to go back and keep that same energy that you had when you were perfectly fine with no black people around. Go back to those days. Yeah, I think that's what you should do. Don't worry about where we are. Go back to y'all good old days. Go back to when, he said, make America great again. Go back to when it was great again. Because, when it was great, we weren't anywhere to be seen. When it was great, it was doing Jim Crow. We weren't allowed in certain places. When it was great, we could get lynched at the drop of a hat. So keep that energy up. You didn't want us around then, don't want us around now. The days of using us for your own gain are over. We understand and accept that you have shown us who you are. And now we just believe you and act accordingly. So quit asking where we are. Quit looking for us. Handle your business. You are the superior ones. Remember, you're the more intelligent ones. You're the more qualified ones. You're the ones that have the minds and the education and the intelligence. You guys have all that, not us. You don't need us. Remember, we didn't do anything. We didn't even do enough to even earn a freaking Black History Month. So why are we so freaking vital now? Keep that. Keep what you're throwing out. Keep it. Suck on it. Whatever you want to do with it. We're not coming. We're going to take what you guys have been saying for decades, for hundreds of years. We don't matter. Deal with it.
Accountability from someone you are not in community with is ego. And I think a lot of people believe that shared identity is enough to mean or indicate that you are in community with someone. However, that no longer necessarily, that a shared identity, purpose, value, etc., that doesn't necessarily make you in community with someone, especially if they don't regard you as a part of their community. This is why cancel culture is not a real thing, because you cannot demand accountability from people you are not in community with. And I think a lot of people operate or think this way from this chronically online perspective. However, proximity to someone or access to someone in the form of a social media following or their page is public, etc., that does not necessarily make it so they owe you any accountability just because they have a large platform. Also, when a lot of y'all are demanding accountability from anybody, you need to think about what is the purpose, what is the healing that is supposed to be done once they atone for this thing that you feel they owe somebody an explanation for, an apology for, etc., etc. This is why these calls for accountability online fall flat, because y'all don't want, or you don't even know what true atonement or accountability would look like. You don't know what you want to come from the accountability you're asking for. And even in real life, when you think about when you want accountability from someone, when you want acknowledgement from someone, when you want atonement from someone, do you sit there? Do you dogpile them? Do you scream at them? Do you harass them? Is that how you pursue accountability from someone in your real life? If the answer is no, why do you think it is an acceptable means or an acceptable manner of going about demanding or requesting or getting accountability from someone online who you are not in community with? That is ego. When you are asking for accountability from someone, it denotes that some type of harm was done, and to maintain the relationship or to continue to be in community or friendship with this person, an atonement needs to be made. That doesn't exist online. You know how you get accountability online? By blocking someone. If they are not going to give you the desired accountability or apology that you want, even before it gets to that, what did they do or say that harmed you personally that makes it so you no longer want to be a member of their community? That only works if you are in community with that person and they feel like you are a part of their community. Y'all don't want accountability. You want to punch down on someone. You want to pile on someone. You want to make them feel as low or as bad as you do for whatever reason, because it feels good to be a part of this hive-minded mentality. And then there's obviously the aspect of likes, clicks, views, shares, followers, engagement, etc., etc. And more importantly, if this is the manner in which a lot of y'all go about seeking accountability from anyone, are you even somebody anybody would want to be in community with? Questions I need answers. Is reflective of what makes any level of dialogue past a certain point on social media very challenging at best and extremely annoying at worst. Because at no point in my video ever did I say we do not owe each other decency or truthfulness. What I said was, you cannot expect or request or demand accountability from someone if you are not in community with them and they do not view you as a member of their community. That is ego. That's what I was talking about. I never said anything about truthfulness or decency. I said accountability. You cannot get online and demand accountability from people. You are not in community with them. This is not real life. And a lot of y'all do not want accountability. You want retribution. And another issue is everything is regarded as a take. Bad take this, bad take that. Maybe for you, everything you see online is a take, but some of us operate and show up online with integrity and authenticity. So this is how we move in real life. A lot of us exist in the real world, and we understand that there are real life implications for the things we say and do online and how we move online. A lot of y'all, however, exist in this chronically online space with this chronically online mindset that you cannot fathom that anything somebody would say or do online is how they show up in real life. What you perceive as a take is how I move in real life. So in real life, I do expect decency. I do expect kindness. I do expect a basic level of respect from individuals, but I do not expect to hold people accountable in real life that I am not in community with. A lot of y'all, the way you seek accountability, what you perceive to be accountability online is very antisocial. A lot of y'all, your perception and opinion of accountability is dogpiling, is dragging, is making video after video after video, attacking someone and insisting they respond and change how they move or apologize to you because that's what you view and think of as accountability. But that would never fly in the real world, because in the real world, that is harassment and that is not in keeping with the basic decency and truthfulness and respect you are advocating for, you are asking for in this comment. In real life and online, we absolutely owe one another kindness, respect, truthfulness, decency. We owe each other those things. However, online, no one owes you accountability. No one owes you accountability. The way you get accountability online is by blocking someone. If you don't like what they have to say, if you don't like the content they are posting, if you want to report it, go right on ahead. But nobody owes you accountability online, especially anyone you are not in community with, and a shared identity or proximity to them because you are able to follow them online or watch their content or whatever does not mean you are somebody they think or believe to be in community with them. Y'all need to get offline. Get offline. Literally, not everything is a take. This is just reality. This comment is reflecting.
We want accountability. We want accountability. We want accountability. No, you don't. You do not want accountability. I see so many faux activists use this term, and that is not what they want. People who will make a whole lot of noise on an app, but know nothing about community building, know nothing about communal care, and care nothing about anything outside of their own moral superiority and their ability to judge other people. They claim they want accountability, but they don't. They don't actually want accountability. I personally have been the unfortunate recipient of some of this accountability that folks want for simply saying that I care more about marginalized communities and vulnerable communities and wanted to protect those communities from the consequences of inaction or incorrect action that we are now seeing inflicted upon those same communities. But just because I said that, folks wanted to chase me platform to platform, talking about we want accountability. But you can't have accountability with people you're not in community with. And none of their behaviors demonstrate anything that says anything about community. No, they don't want accountability. What they want is vengeance. What they want is retaliation. What they want is punishment. What they want is retribution. Their thinking is, how dare you disagree with me online? I'm going to make your life really, really uncomfortable really, really fast. Because ain't no way you can call for accountability while actively harassing people. Ain't no way you can call for accountability while actively doxing people. Ain't no way you can call for accountability while actively calling for the harm of a person. None of those are accountability. And we all need to get real clear about that, because certain folks who are trying to build community with us right now were some of the same folks who were actively seeking the harm of us and our people. But community is earned. Community is built. Community is developed through trust, not demanded because you feel like you're entitled to it. So make sure when you hear these folks start talking about accountability, you clarify and say, are you asking for accountability or are you asking for vengeance?
This is all I got from this video, and that it's a period. We do not matter, no matter how strong or how great we are not important. So keep it going. Now, I am going to say this: enough of people using you, enough of people only recognizing your impact or the things you can do, or how great, or how strong, or how courageous, or how amazing you are when they need you. That is manipulation, right? You are gaslighting yourself, even. Enough of that manipulation. We know how great we are, and we are keeping it to ourselves. We never knew that we are this important, because all these years, you all have proven to us that we are not important. We do not, we are not of any use. We are savages. Our IQs doesn't, we are nothing. That is the vibe you all have been giving us. But that doesn't mean that we do not know our value. We absolutely know our value. But I am not going to teach you or tell you how valuable I am. It's only me that know how valuable I am. So now that you all are knocking back on the door that you shut behind us, because that is what they are doing right now. You shut a door behind us because you feel like, I am just going to need them for this month. I won't need them the next month, right? And something happens. Now you need us more than you need more than earth. And you are at our door. We are not going to open anymore, because what you want is to do the same thing you've been doing with us all these years, right? You are just going to get what you want and then run away. No, ain't that happening anymore. So I am saying this to Black people. Demanding for accountability with community you are not in community with is an ego. It is nothing but a pure ego. We cannot come for you because we are not in community. When we are not in sync, there is nothing we can do, right? Not until you all understand that the things that you all are doing. See, I am passing this message to Latinos, Asians, white women, and including Black conservatives. You all know that you all have fallen out with Black community. And you all do not have any right to ask or demand for accountability, because we owe you people no accountability. Why? We are not in community. So go look for someone to hold responsibility for accountability, because it is not my people. We have done what every other people that wanted community with other people would do for the people. But you all have shown us that there is no need. Why? Because you all do not want us around. And it is obvious. Not like we do not know all these years. Black people been known. But just that softest people they have always been. They wanted the best for everybody. And that also showed last year at the polling unit. They pulled up for everybody because they care so much about everybody. And you all pulled up for yourselves and in support of white supremacy. And now you are calling us for accountability. That accountability is going to account your mouth. It will account your mouth. Stay out of Black people. Leave Black people alone. They do not owe you any accountability. They do not owe anybody. Community, they don't owe you people anything. When they say they don't want to be in community with you, they have their reasons. So honor that reason that they have said. Not until, like I keep saying, not until you all are ready to talk all these things out. Black people have always been ready, but they will say it from the bottom of your heart that you already want something good. But there is something I've been saying around. I've been seeing so many videos flying around. The ones with infertility, the ones with cancer, and the ones that said that they do not. Now you all can see that some of them are in regrets, not even because they voted against their own interest. It is because that it is affecting them. Because there is something I've been saying. Let's assume that it did not affect them. It's probably affecting Black people. Nobody would have cared because all these years you all never cared. We are going to care for everybody, and still, when we need help, you all are gonna keep quiet, and then we end up catering for ourselves. We are no longer going to cater for you and cater ourselves. We are going to focus on us. That's why I've been calling Black people to be a great voice to your own people, a great voice to your own community. There is no need for them to tell our stories. Let's be the storyteller, because there is nothing as beautiful as telling your own story. When you tell your story, you tell the way it hurts you, how it hurts you, and how it affected you, what you learned from it, and what you did not learn from it, or the lesson that the story taught you. Enough of you people taking advantage of Black people. Not anymore. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.